Hello, Darius. Horseshoe, what happened to AJ? Horseshoe, give us AJ back. I don't want the business account. We're not crossing streams here. Hello, John, BBC, Little Rich, Kyle. What's everybody up to? Darius, when's the boat getting dumped in next? Do I get a little cool snap coming through? Did you find them on eBay, BBC? I think that's where I got mine. I ordered some when I was in Austin. I wasn't a big fan of them. I do like that you can subtract weight from your bait by using them. Pretty clever. McMaster. Sounds like a good place to buy things of that nature. I think when I ordered mine, I ordered like the only option I had was to order like a variety pack of sizes. So I've got like fishing rod diameter, and then I've got little bitty ones that you could never use for anything. Never been on their website. I know a lot of people order Garolite or circuit board material from them. Other things. McMaster is about an hour from me. Dang. I wish we had somewhere like one of the suppliers that was close, especially like a lure parts online kind of store where you could go in there and put your hands on some of that stuff. That would be that'd be pretty sweet. Little Rich, are you asking how are you cutting them? Which would be a good question for how did you go about cutting your carbon fiber pins? BBC, I feel like the last time I went on that website was a long time ago, and whatever I was shopping for was pretty expensive on there. So I said, I'm good. But yeah, cutting carbon fiber can be tricky. Can be messy. It would be like a guitar store, but with bait makers, people coming in and touching everything, but not buying anything, pretty much, because that's the only thing I would want to do. I would just want to go in there and finger a bunch of stuff, see what it looked like in person, and then run home and make it. Brendan, are you whacking big bass on obnoxiously large swim baits? Come in there with all sorts of measuring instruments. Dude, this thing is like my favorite tool on the planet. The digital caliper 6-inch from Harbor Freight. I use this thing more than I use anything else. I measure everything. Big Grinnell is the key to happiness. But there's like what's that store AJ, that is like a tackle supply. I mean, it's like a lure building supplier. Brennan's Bass Shops and down in Texas. Like they have some pretty cool stuff. Or Jan's, like if you had like a Jan's Netcraft down the street, that would be awesome. I'll tell you what else I'd like to have down the street: a mud hole. BBC is on a swim bait swamp dragon bite. BBC, what have you learned about the swamp dragons and the swim baits? Teach us. I don't give a rat's ass about any of your bass knowledge involving swim baits. That doesn't interest me. Grinnell, on the other hand, that's interesting. BBC is making all my dreams come true. Just going out there, smashing Grinnell on a glide. I hope you get really deep into this, Brennan, and it's like it just takes over your life. Glide bait Grinnelling. Caught a 40-pounder again. BBC, have you set the world record for the third time? You almost bought some bull gills today. Why on God's green earth would you do that, AJ? Did you eat some poisoned food? Hello. Did you ever get the name of the little creature in your post with that beautiful succulent crankbait? On sale, same place that had the DPs. Are you talking about the plastic one? Are you talking about the mystery tackle box one or actual real ones? Resin. Ugh, even worse. Why would you do that to yourself, AJ? You think you can sexualize one, AJ? Did you look at that bullgill and say, damn, I bet I can make that thing sexy as hell? The only guy that's able to say that is the dude that shaved all the scales off and then like did a bunch of body work to it. That dude made one look pretty sexy. Yeah, Bill will make one look pretty good. But Bill does a lot of sanding too. He either does a lot of sanding. I think he does a lot of sanding and gets those scales down pretty low, and then he does a pretty heavy primer, so you don't get a lot of texture. I don't do that. So you see all the ugliness when I paint them. But if you hit them with some damn heavy grit and knock the burrs off the scales, and then went with a high build primer, yeah, they clean up pretty good when like Bill does it. The only bait you've had that you didn't like. Interesting. What didn't you like about it? Never thrown one. Painted hundreds of them. Never thrown one. You think you could flip them? Possibly. Possibly. Risky. I wouldn't be too confident in. I don't know. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to be trying to flip bull gills right now. Considering I know how many have been painted, I don't feel like I could personally put that out on the interwebs and people be too excited about getting one, but maybe so. I don't know. Maybe so. Only baits selling now are 316s. Uh-oh. JP, I hope you got earbuds in. I don't want to offend anybody on your airplane. I don't want to see somebody on TikTok saying, he is not real. And then they show JP going, nah, lady. Bobby Balsa, what's up? I've been catching bass on a Chad Shad. Want to send me a native gill so I can show the world why everyone needs them? BBC, that post was out of control. I don't know if any of you follow the Facebook Swimbait Universe group, but there was a gentleman on there that obviously had somehow acquired a Spro collaborative KGB ABS plastic Chad Shad, and he had caught some fish on it, and he made a post on that he tagged Mike Buka in it and said, if you will send me a bait, I'll quit throwing this Chad Shad and I'll show the world how great your baits are. And that post has seemingly grown legs into the hundreds of comments, as you can imagine. Let me see here. Let me catch up. Sank too fast. I've not had the gill wake or the glide, just the regular. There's a group of my locals, and it's been plastered with Mike's ABS trick shed, and I said, well, I'm buying one of them. Yeah, those things are probably getting slung around pretty readily. That Chad Shad was absolutely the dude's first swim bait. Yeah, that was always my issue because I ran into I've run into some hand me out guys before in my day, and my problem was always they want me to give them free stuff, but if you look at their page, they're fishing with stuff that somebody bought. Like, they have every Guggen hard bait and soft plastic imaginable, but you want little guy scrapping by like me to give you free stuff. The guy that can't really afford to give away free stuff, Guggen can. But you want it from, but obviously a kid's not going to think like that, but they don't understand. They just, everybody's the same, right? You know what I mean? You make baits? Oh, well, send me some of them. Like, I'm no different than Strike King. I have something they want. Those have slowed way down though, luckily. Last I seen it had just under 200 comments. It's pretty impressive. I think people are more willing to ask the little guy. Yeah, probably because they know the person in charge is probably answering the message, right? Like, it's going to go straight to who you need to talk to. If I message Strike King on Instagram, It's probably some like mid-20s college girl um, running the social media for them. She's not gonna send it up the totem pole. Um, so waste of time. Waste of time. Spoke too soon. Thanks. Thanks, Moses. You painted that spray Chad's head just like the shed around me. Send it to Jeremy so he can show you how good your paint is. There you go. You know, JP's headed to California. And he said by the time he gets to California and stays there for a day, he might have some stuff to get off his chest on Thursday night. But he will be 3 hours behind me. So it might have to be a late night, burning the midnight oil stream. Because if we start at 8 or 8:30, JP will be getting done with his duties. So it'll be 5:30 where he's at. I got some mad people message me when I called a Chad Shed ugly. No, BBC, no. No, you did not. That is a tall tale. That's a yarn, bro. Build my own rods? No. Wrap my own guides? Never got into rod building because I didn't know what to buy. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know. I didn't really know what blank to get, and I didn't want to just waste because blanks are expensive. So I would need to like know what I was getting in order to buy the blanks. And some people taper rods different, some companies, and I never really knew what I was getting into. So I just do a live with JP on a plane. That would be funny. I was talking to him while he was waiting to get on the plane, and the guy in charge was on the damn loudspeaker, would not shut up. Moses was his name. You learn pretty quick the different blank manufacturers. Yeah, but how much would that cost me, John? Just to learn that. A couple $100. You know what I mean? I mean, I feel like that's an expensive experiment. What's up, guys? I can't say I'm glad I'm not bought a. But my guy got one of the helicopters first and a Savage gear. Ouchie. If you really want to get a message noticed, you need to do some research to find the correct person. Big companies follow a pattern with email format, and you can figure it out most of the time. If you really want to get a message noticed, you need to do some research to find the correct person. Oh, you mean like find the head of marketing or whoever? Yeah, you could get on LinkedIn and probably find anybody you needed to. If I had to bet, get on LinkedIn, look up whatever company you want, and typically all their executives would show up. I had a LinkedIn, but I don't remember my password, and I haven't logged onto that since in probably 5 or 6 years. See, that would bother me, John. Like having different blanks and then finding the one I like and then having those extra ones. That like those extra ones are the ones that would irk me because they weren't matchy. I want a matchy. I want a matchy. The guy that fixes rods for me does customs, and he said at $500 he makes $100. Bobby's stirring the pot. I heard workhorses were the shittiest swimming glides on the market. I heard that too. KGB trout. It could be the ugliest of the whole lineup. Am I wrong? It's kind of got this weird, like Roman made looking head. It's pretty horrific. Hayden, we will not be poaching the road this year because the county officials do not want us back and did not give us a permit to come hunt their lovely state. So I will be here hanging with the fam, painting baits, maybe go fishing. The trout looks like a block of wood. It's refrigerator-ish. I know, Hayden. We were a wee bit disappointed. I will say it's with 2 kids. It's not the best thing to be doing when you go on a damn 2.5 week bender on the road. It kind of takes the fun out of it for me. Some people can separate themselves and they're like, screw it, I'll just be gone. I don't like being away from my kids that long. So seems like once I had kids, once I got there, it was like I was on a timer. I was ready to get done and leave. I didn't want to just lay around and fiddle my dick and waste all my go to the bitter end, take every day I could and make it last. I wanted to shoot one the first day and then leave. Darius, I will probably not hunt a single deer this year. If I can't hunt the big, giant, nasty Kansas ones, then I don't want to go. I'd rather fish. So I'd rather fish. Go see Darius and hunt in his backyard. Darius has got the damn Boone and Crockett's in his. He's got them named in his backyard. There's pets. Did I say change? Did I use that word? I got better in my backyard. Darius does have some quality animals in his backyard. PVC got pet bass. Darius has pet deers. Who's got the pet gobs? Anybody got pet gobblers? I can see AJ with some pet animals. I feel like Guggen is dying out. Yeah, Bobby, I was talking about that a couple streams back. I went in Field and Stream, aka Dick's, down here, and they didn't have much Guggen at all. And it used to be like they had their own section, but that's started to peter out, it appears. It's all been replaced with 6 cents instead. So 6 cents won the battle. Illinois? I'd love to go to Illinois. I don't know anybody in Illinois, though, that has deer hunting property, or Ohio, or anywhere there's big deer running around that said, hey, man, you want to kill a big deer? Come hunt with me. I don't know those people. Wonder when 6 cents will stop getting so much attention. 6 cents will stop getting so much attention when they decide they don't want attention. So, BBC, I wish I would have learned all these lessons at your age, because by the time you are 30, you should be so well versed in all this bullshit. You should, even at 25, you should be able to take on the world with the knowledge base that you have soaked up like a sponge. But similar to like the music industry. So the whole music industry, like country music, for instance, it's pretty well rigged, especially with like pop country. So you hear what music executives and people in power in that world want you to hear. They make famous who they want to make famous, and you like it. You know why you like it? Because they don't give you any other option. They make you like it because they tell you this is the best. This is awesome. They have great songwriting teams. They make you like it. And when those people start, when people get tired of those people, or they do something dumb or whatever, they tell you who else to like. They say, ooh, like this person. And they do. People listen to it and say, man, it's a great song. Love this guy. It's not because they're the best ones out there. It's because they're on the team. So when 6 cents decides that they don't want you to like their stuff anymore, they'll let you know. You're a little behind, Bobby. 10 years ago, there were so many turkeys in Nebraska, it was stupid. I took 4 people out, and they all had their birds in under an hour. What happened? Did people realize they taste pretty good fried up and started mowing them down? Elk and buffalo? Come on, Darius. Is that like a refuge over there? Frozen soundtrack is fire. Anthony, we argue in my house over the baby wants to listen to the Nightmare Before Christmas songs. She wants to listen to the 2 main ones. What's this? It's music in the air. That one, and then the The other main one, I forget what it is, and then the bean wants to listen to Frozen. So we'll start playing. The baby will say, "I want to listen to Jack." So I put Jack on the radio, and we'll get about a minute through it, and the bean has learned to talk to Google, and she'll walk over there and she'll say, "Hey Google, play Elsa," and it'll say, "Okay, playing Elsa," or playing, Frozen soundtrack by whatever. Uh, my youngest likes watching the Deadpool. Bye bye bye. The older one likes anything to dance. Dude, kids dance like I wish adults could learn to not be douche dicks and like appreciate, like, if you go to like a music festival or you go to a concert or you go anywhere and music moves you to dance and you don't dance, but it moves you to do something and you just want to like gyrate and like dance by definition horribly, that should be okay, because that's what like like music or whatever is compelling you to do, whether you know what you're doing or not. Now, if you do that, you'll probably have 50 people staring at you, the majority of which will be recording you, and then you'll be on Facebook later. But like kids do that. Kids dance freely. They don't know how to dance, but it makes them feel a way that they got to move, and they just move. You know what I mean? Got to blow. Only place I dance is with the kids. If it was in public, I'd do it for them. Yeah, exactly, Bobby. You should be able to, like, you know what I mean? As a parent, I don't really give a shit, but like dancing the way you would with your kids at home, if you did that in public, you would feel the eyes on you. And it shouldn't be, you know what I mean? It sucks that it's like that. Um, make dancing free again. Always wanted to crowd surf. Never experienced that. Seems like it'd be fun. Seems like it'd be fun. Bobby, is it something you'd recommend? I gotta leave in a minute. I gotta go grab the kids. Hella, are you still on here? Are you streaming tomorrow night or what, Thursday? Whatever today's Tuesday. Are you streaming Thursday? It's a little scary relying on complete strangers to not drop you. I was like 120 second went. Oh yeah, I see. Like at 200 pounds, I don't know how comfortable I would feel just to like hop up there and say, "Catch me, catch me if you can." Strange people. Probably tomorrow. Wonderful. Speaking of streaming, I have not, like in the last 2 weeks, I think Eric and Travis have done live streams, and I haven't got a notification about one of them. I do not get notified. Which part never seemed like a good idea, AJ? My mind's gone. My mind has been erased of what I just previously said that you would have responded to that. Crowd surfing. Yeah, AJ, I don't think you're a candidate. You are not a candidate. You would part the seas, bro. You hop, everybody says, no, I'm good. Dunk. Scott York, what's happening? You heading home for the evening? Are you relaxing in your recliner? Or sitting at your desk, ready to pull your hair out? I can't believe y'all got y'all really have like native elk? Morgan, I'm not in the tube's good graces right now. Maybe the tube's not pumping out notifications for fishing related content, because I was just saying I don't see I don't get smallmouth crush notifications anymore when they go live. The chiropractor. Ouch. Ouchie. That's weird that you've got elk in Nebraska, elk in western Kansas, but and then you've got them over towards Kentucky, I'm guessing. The tube liked what Hello's putting out with that doom and gloom title. Never fish another event ever. Never fish one of these shitty opens ever again. Dumbass Grand Lake. Have elk in Arkansas? How about that? Elk in Oklahoma? Who knew? Who knew? Not me. Not me. Y'all check this out. Somebody sent a 1.5 to get painted. I'll be darned. Restoring my faith in humanity. Somebody's still throwing these old plugs. I know, Morgan, is pretty weird. It's like a novelty now. It's like 1.5? Really? All right, bro. Elk are in Texas, none in Louisiana, Mississippi, or Alabama. It is that a 1.5? That is a 1.5. That's an old one. It's got the straight hook hanger on it. Before they went crooked. You caught a 5-pounder at Grand on a 1.5? You pulling my leg, Hello? On a 1.5 back in May. What in the world? I ain't believing that. I still throw them, but I fish once a month, so it doesn't count. I hear you, Bobby. I hear you. Where is... We need South Jersey fishing here to tell me how they don't eat 1.5s where he fishes. That was always one of my more entertaining conversations to have. South Jersey, show yourself. Let me summon you. Tell us weird shit that works better where you fish than a RC 1.5. South Jersey shoe review. Yes, is he still doing shoe reviews? I don't even get those notifications anymore. Ow. He popped in. He slid into my DMs not too long ago. And I think he got on one of these like a month or two back. And he slid into the DM, said he was still kicking. So that's good. That's good, bro. Worried about that guy. Yeah, if I had to fish South Jersey, I'd probably give up too. I'd start selling shoes. I'd start selling shoes too. Did you see Bandit is doing a limited run of khaki? It's interesting. Why would they do that? Why on earth would they do that? Khaki. It's a shitty color anyway. Who wants that? I mean, are they going to... Did they show the color sample? That's the funny part to me is when they're like, oh, we're redoing so-and-so, and then you see them, and it's like, dude, you didn't even do it right. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do khaki... The other thing about khaki is if you're going to do one of the old khaki bandits, there's about 5 variations of it. And some are much more appealing than others. Oh yeah, khaki is wildly popular here. I wouldn't say wildly popular. It was popular. Still, probably some guys throw it. I know a few, but I guess if you can't go get it off the shelves, guys move on, throw something else, catch them. The 100 and 200 samples are different. Go figure. Losers. Let's see. Y'all are curious. MK Ultra. There's my take on khaki. I mean, it's a sexy color. Really good winter, early spring color. It gets them. It's a getter. It catches them. Let's see. What's your take on Delta Special? I don't even know what that is, Kyle. I don't even know what in the heck Delta Special is. Here we go. Back by popular demand. See, that's not khaki series. Let me see this. See, that's not the one. That's a different color than obviously this one. But I think this one was khaki something. I really if I were in charge, if I were in charge, I would say, listen, we're going to do khaki again for you, but you can suck it because I'm taking the dot off the tail and moving it to the head because I think that causes short strikes and it's dumb. So dot on the tail, gone up to the shoulder or on the belly near the bottom hanger. You can have your khaki color. I'm moving the dot. I'd be like the kid in Goonies. This is mine, and I'm taking it back. No, they looked like one was a stenciled dot and one was a free-handed gigantic dot. So, AJ, what are they doing over there, bro? Like, which one am I getting? Are all the 100s painted like that, and then all the 200s painted like the other one? What if I want vice versa? We got that, we got that tournament Saturday. Cold front coming in Thursday. Go figure. I'll be AJing in the back of the boat. Might have to call AJ and get some tips. Delta Special. Is that a bandit color? Let's look. Delta Special. Crankbait? Maybe not. Just in a few drop shots. No way, Jose. Who's this one? Is this Cliff's? This is funny. Yeah, there's Bandit Khaki. This is what Cliff Pace considers Bandit Khaki. I'll take Cliff's. All right, dudes. I gotta go. I gotta go relieve the babysitter. That doesn't sound good. I have to go take over for the child care. But Thursday night, fingers crossed, we will have JP live from City of Angels, San Diego. Everyone, have a good one. We'll chat Thursday for sure, hopefully. Adios, dudes.